Welcome back, guys. This is Harry here, known as Trade Sharp, bringing you these daily videos as always, updating you on Bitcoin and Ethereum, just looking at the crypto market in general because the Bitcoin basically leads and so is Ethereum these days. And if you want me to look at anything such as your altcoins, please join us in the Telegram or Discord and tag me there. I will have a look at them for you. Or if you have any questions or just want to chat or get information on the latest altcoins and stuff. So let's get right into these charts. Yesterday we did have a bit of a sell-off. I was predicting it on a break of this range. We could see that here we had some clean price action bringing us to this support right down here, hitting that target almost perfectly. Front ran by about $10, which you can see has been here hit before here. You can see that it was support here and support here. So we could expect that, price action breaking this support created within the range would have brought it down to here, and we got that perfectly and then picked it up from there. Looking at the lower time frames, we did actually call this on the 1 hour, because if you look at the 1 hour here, I did see this support created within a range. We had a resistance here. You saw that we had a bearish candle here. Then we created a support in the range. And then I said a break of this candle or a break of this wick should bring price action first down to here. And if we do break this, then it should bring us down to our next support down here, which we did reach. So the price action did work yesterday and we did get to our targets. Now looking at what Bitcoin is doing now, we can start to remove some of these lines and make it nice and clear again. So we can see that we are burdened by this support level here, which we can technically move down to here, coming in at 33,000 to be honest, which has shown resistance probably about twice. Let's look at the 3 hour. Yeah, I feel comfortable now moving this to look something like that. And basically now what I say is, if we do get above this, because now what we have started to make is a lower high structure. So here we have a low and a lower high. And if we do break this area up here, we do create a higher high, and that looks like a reversal. So what that means is that what I'm looking for is I'm looking for Bitcoin to come up here and to break this area. And then I do think if we do get a closure above here, I do see extension obviously to 35,000. And I don't think it stops there, because this will look more like a reversal. Now, what will tell us that this is going to happen? Well, let's go to the lower time frames and have a look. So we can see that we did have a nice pop here. We are selling off a little. Looking at Stokes, they are crossed up. They do need to remain above this level, to be honest, otherwise they will cross down. So I do expect maybe we sell back down to 32,457. That does look like an acceptable target for us to sell back down. Probably another test of the 50. We are now above the 50 again, which is good news. Looking at the 4-hour Stokes, they are crossing up and they just need to remain above 32.1. So that is looking good. 3-hour, let's have a look. They're not really looking like anything. If anything, they look like they might get a cross up if we do continue. 2 hours should lead us here. So 2 hours should lead into what I don't like about the 2 hour, that this has got rejected off the 50 moving average. That is not what I would like to see. I would have liked us to see to cross above that at least. That would imply targets higher up and back to test this. Now, let's go and look at a bit of higher structure, like daily structure. We did get a strong daily close yesterday. Not actually, we got a bearish close and looks like we're getting a backfill. So just a backfill. Actually, that would have been technically met, to be honest. So ultimately, I'm not that bearish on this chart, but it's at a decision point at the moment. And, it's either going to dump from here or it's going to go up. Now, I know that's not helpful, but what will be helpful is me saying some levels. So obviously, if we take the 4-hour here, there's pretty clear structure. And I would say just taking out this low on the 4-hour will imply targets all the way back down here. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we'll break here. I actually see, even if we break here on a 4-hour, I would like to see us break structure on a daily, to be honest, to then imply targets lower. But as long as we're holding this level, I can't be bearish. For me, this is kind of still, we're in this range here. We could see something like this come, get rejected again, come back down, try again, and that's completely fine. That's actually great for alts, and that's why we see that little bit of an alt season. Now, what I do think that can happen is that Ethereum can maybe lead Bitcoin. We can see we're getting a bit of a sell-off here. You can see on the 1 hour, and essentially we do, yeah. So we have, I actually look, we can see here that we have a range here between here, like so, and we've created a resistance up here. And now we have found a support within that resistance. So we have a bearish closure. We found a support within that resistance. And now if we do cross, it's not helpful, but if we do take this wick out, yes, I look for targets first to here. But if we do close in 41 minutes below this area, then that implies targets back down to here, which I was showing you earlier on, which makes sense with Ethereum because we'll go to Ethereum now. If you look at Ethereum, that will bring it back to this base here for a nice retest. Now, if we do get a nice bounce at that, I do look at that as very bullish, but Ethereum is a different story. We'll quickly go to that now. Let me just wrap up Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, let's have a look at Bollinger Bands. I didn't actually have a look at Bollinger Bands today. I haven't looked at them personally myself, so let's just see what they're doing in general. It looks good, to be honest, as long as we're remaining above that bottom side Bollinger Band. Now, I don't see any problems. Take a look at 2-day. Yeah, as long as we may remain above this middle Bollinger Band, no, not any problems. So 31,000, 3-day, not really helpful. So Bollinger Bands are looking good, to be honest. I do look for us probably to range a bit, but what, is giving me the bias that we might, we need to see a move pretty soon, and bring back drawings and everything. And we do need to see a move pretty soon. I want to check, now in this type of posturing where we have battled this area out, we would like to see something happen soon, which is significant. So what we can actually do is we can bring out HPV, which I haven't brought out in a long, long time. Probably not going to find it. I think it's HVP. Oh, here it is. Sweet. Oh, no. It's not that one. Anyways, I'm not going to waste time in this video. I would ideally like to bring out, we'll just look at volume. Volume is declining, so this is kind of what HPP is made out of. So if volume is declining, that does imply that there's a move to happen soon. So that's a good sign. And that's what's going to give me a bias that a move happens soon. So as long as we're holding this range on the 1 hour, that range would be this low here. So as long as we don't break this, then we're fine. And on the 4 hour would be the 31,000. If not, I do look for us to come back down and at least test the 30,000 base. We could get the bounce off here and then continue up, but I do think pretty soon, because CMEs also close at 33,000 if you look at this, which is pretty bullish. So I do think we grind out this range, probably get a move very, very soon. Ethereum looks like that it wants to move to the upside. So Bitcoin looks ranging. Ethereum looks like it wants to go to the upside. So Ethereum might lead Bitcoin. And if you look here, we're in a perfect high-low structure. I haven't seen anything more perfect. And if we do close the daily above this box here, then I would just say, yeah, I'm looking for all-time highs to be met. I mean, the previous highs and beyond. We can start talking once that's confirmed about $1,600 target, and, up and onwards from there, because I would have taken a Fibonacci, and we can draw it to our new high or something like this. And you can see 1,600 from the wick is very much on the board. So yeah, we can look at that. Looking at the lower time frames in Ethereum, we can see we are having this sell-off, but I'm actually happy we're having this sell-off. This might be a very nice opportunity. Even Bitcoin coming down I would see that as an opportunity. We're very nice being held by the 50 moving here quite perfectly, to be honest. We retested it 1, 2, 3 times. So that's a very good area. I would, if we were to come down here, make on the lower time frames like that, I do see us definitely exploding. That would also cause the daily to close above this box area. So, possible trade opportunity there. Of course, this is not financial advice, but I definitely think if you guys do get the retest around this area here, and yeah, you could probably take a long like this, stop loss below here, and your first target is here. Second target would be probably around here. Third target would be, you could take a long-term long, to be honest. Third target would be all the way up at around 1,600, and you can see this is a 24%. for a 4% risk. So it's pretty good risk to reward. Even if you take just to the, as a short-term trader, take to there, it's 10 to 4. So, it's a double. So it's a pretty good risk to reward. If you do actually get the confirmation, it would be a bit risky, but if you guys want to trade a bit tighter, you can, once it comes down and does something like this, you can actually move your stop loss to this last, you can move your stop loss to this last low here, and that will give you a huge, look, like a 1% risk for, a 10% gain. So 1 to 10, I mean, huge trade. So definitely consider it, but it's a lot more risky like this because you might get stopped out. The market movers might do that to you, but we'll see how this goes. I'll leave you with that. Sorry for the longer video, but free trading education. With that being said, remember guys, take care and trade sharp. Peace.